I think we are live. Hi, everyone. This is Abby Stote with OneKey MLS. I'm just going to give a few minutes for people to sign on here. Okay. Give like one more minute. We're having people sign on. Okay, that was a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Hi again, this is Abby Stote with OneKey MLS. Thank you for joining on with our MLS Unlocked series. This is our June slideshow, our office meeting in a box. If you're not familiar or you're new to this webinar series, we are putting out these slides every month. We started, I think, in March, and they're really for you to go over everything that's new and all the updates we have, tips we have for the month with OneKey MLS. And you can also, if you're a broker, share them with your office. But we are also doing these webinars where we go through the slides ourselves. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I will try to answer them at the end if I don't see them as I'm going. But let's get into our updates, tips, news for the month. And thank you for joining on. So here's our agenda for today. We've got our new tool, One Homeowner, which we're very excited about. We've got some updates to Realist. We've got some new increased search and visibility outside the OneKey footprint coming soon. It is one homeowner. It is home ownership month. I'm focused on One Homeowner, our new tool. And we've got a success tip using Kubicasa, and we've got some upcoming classes that we encourage you to register for. So let's jump into it. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're very excited. We just launched our new tool called One Homeowner. So if you're familiar with One Home, this is very similar to that. It's powered by Cotality, our partner company, and it launched a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked it out already, it's this little purple icon in your apps and tools on your Clarity dashboard. So this is what you're looking for when you go to your apps and tools. But One Homeowner is basically geared more towards the client who's already purchased a home, or maybe a seller who is looking for insights on their home that you're working with. And it's really going to strengthen client connections and your communication with them and keep the conversation flowing with your clients. It's a new tool where they can track all the information regarding their biggest asset, which is their home. So if you scan this QR code, it'll give you a ton more information, but I'm going to get into the details of what your client sees, what you see, and definitely encourage you to check it out. So here we go. So here is the client view of the dashboard. This is kind of like their main home hub. It gives them like an overarching view of their home. It has their home value, their equity. It shows a little bit of recent sales in the area based on their address. And as you can see, it also has connect with advisors. This is where your face and your agent information will appear, which is really great. It keeps you top of mind for the client. Like, you referred them to this portal to track information on their home, but it keeps you there. If in the future they're looking to sell or they have real estate questions, your face is there and they'll be reaching out to you. So definitely a huge benefit to our agents. So we're excited to be launching this. So this is just the dashboard. Now we're going to take a look at the Manage Home tab. So this is a really awesome tool. You can create an entire checklist in here of maintenance items that you have to take care of in your house. So say you need to get the HVAC checked or get the bushes trimmed. You can keep a running list on here, and you can actually set up reminders for yourself as well. So super helpful if you're a homeowner just in general. Like, I have set up an account for myself for my house and I'm already like using it. Like, I feel like the alerts and everything is good for any person, any homeowner, just to keep track of the day-to-day things that you need to do for your house. So you can also take inventory on your home. You can keep track of your repairs, as I said, get an inspection. They also have featured education articles at the bottom. So super interesting articles that your homeowner might be interested in reading that will benefit them as they tackle homeownership if they're a new homeowner. They can also connect with local or referred home specialists and professionals. So you can recommend a specific home professional to them, say like a plumber, an electrician that you've worked with in the past, a handyman. But they can also add their own advisors here, which is super awesome. They can keep all their contacts in one location. So they can have their realtor, their plumber, their home cleaner all in there, and they can contact them easily and keep track of all that. There is also a place to save documents. So say they have important documents from these home professionals, you can save that all in here. It just creates one whole hub where you can keep all your home information. And in addition to like the filing cabinet you have in your house, you can have all your information in here and keep track of all that maintenance. So definitely cool tool. The next tab is the Save Money tab. And let's be real, who doesn't like to save money? I definitely think this is a great feature. So it shows you how much you've paid towards principal, how much you've paid towards your interest. It gives some refinancing options, suggestions to make improvements to increase your value of your home in the future, and also how to save money and not make extra payments on your loan. So there's a lot of information on here. Awesome resource for your clients. It also shows today's current mortgage rates, and it actually goes back, I think, like 5 years you can go. So great way to just see how the market's flowing, how your house is doing, and how you're paying it off, just keeping track of that. And there's also suggestions on here on how to improve your cash flow. So super beneficial tool, has things that maybe you wouldn't normally think of as a homeowner. So like I said, anyone, including yourself, you might want to check this out for your house. Okay, the next tab on the client view is the Build Wealth tab. And this is how you're going to, again, increase your potential value and track your home's equity over time. So more suggestions here on home improvements. There's more articles, and ultimately just tracking everything that involves your house and how to make the most out of your biggest valued asset in life. So this is definitely a great tool to send any of your clients, past or present. Just say, hey, I have this awesome tool available, and you can track everything regarding your home. If you're looking to sell in the near future, you can track all the maintenance required in order to prep it to put on the market. Or if you're at the closing table and you want to keep that connection with them, say, hey, now that you've purchased a home, I've got this great tool to keep track of everything that involves home ownership right here. So the last tab is the More tab. So you can select home services, improvement. There's a knowledge center. There's also a My Neighborhood tab, which is great. It shows a map of the neighborhood with your home location. It's got information on listing trends and marketing trends in the area of the home. Shows like the median sale price, all that good stats information that homeowners like to see. It's all right in here as well and central to their exact address. So awesome, awesome tool. So here's just a little snapshot of what the agent you will see on your side. While the client is gaining a lot of information and tools, you, the agent, are gaining connection and insights. So if you're inviting a client to the platform, you'll be able to see whether or not they've accepted that invitation here. You'll be able to see what they're interacting with, what are their interests. So say they are looking at one of those maintenance items, that's a great door open for communication. You can be like, hey, I saw you were looking at some plumbing maintenance and I have a great plumber in mind, and here on the portal you can recommend that plumber to them. So really just keeps the conversation flowing, keeps you top of mind as their agent, and potentially increases your likelihood of more transactions in the future. So this is just a really great tool all around, agents and clients. Definitely go check it out if you haven't yet already. Put in your own information and see how it works. And yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome tool for all of our agents and subscribers. Okay, so registering your account is super easy. If you scan this QR code, it'll bring you to a little article just more about One Homeowner and how you can register your account step by step. But it's super easy. I've done it myself, like I said, and for the client, it's easy as well. But you would set up your profile, you can import your contacts. So you can quickly send the link to them once you import the contacts in there. You can tag providers, as I said. Definitely put your headshot in there, your logo if you have it, so that you can really brand it to your business so that your client keeps you in mind when they're using this hub. So yeah, I'll just give you one more minute to scan it if you need it. But again, we have these slides. They're sent to you in our newsletter every month. But if you ever need it, you can contact support@OneKeyMLS.com and we will send you the slide deck. One more thing for One Homeowner, we have created this homeowner success kit. So it's kind of like a downloadable pamphlet. You can print it, you can send it digitally to your clients to promote One Homeowner and kind of show them the benefits of what it has to offer. We did post it on our social media, I believe, a few days ago. So you can go check it out there, or you can scan the QR code here to download it, save it, print it, whatever you want to do, email it, send it. Just gives a brief outline of all the main points of why One Homeowner is great for homeowners. So definitely download that or take a look. Okay, so moving on, we've got some classes coming up that we'd like to promote. Definitely tomorrow, we've got Kubicasa 103 webinar. If you've done, I think there was 101 class, 102 class, this is the follow-up to that at 1 p.m., but anyone can register. You can scan the QR code there. At 4 p.m., we'll be having OneKey Remind Pro 201. So you can scan that as well. And then we also, on the left-hand side here, we've got the live events calendar that has all our events for the month. I believe we'll be putting the July calendar up very soon. We've got plenty of classes upcoming, but this is like where you get the most bang for your buck with your OneKey subscription. Like, I highly recommend going to some of these webinars. If you're not familiar with the tools or you're nervous to start with one of the tools, these webinars are super informative. And they're constant. So if you missed Remind tomorrow, there's another Remind in a few weeks. So, and same with all our other tools. Most of our tools have classes. So definitely check out our live events calendar because we've always got events and classes coming up. Okay, so Realist, we got a refreshed redesign on Realist. There's like a new navigation. We've got updated layout, and now there is actually an auto-generated AI property summary. So AI generated summary that appears once the property gets listed, and super quick, easy way to find important information on the property will appear right here. So now it's just a lot more easy to search and find information, a little bit more user-friendly, but it looks great. If you haven't looked, go check it out. And if you're typically only using matrix tax and maybe your town's tax information and you haven't really explored Realist yet, definitely go check that out because there's far beyond tax information in Realist. They also have interactive mapping. They've got market trends on there, comps. They've got like even more property detail, neighborhood information. So there's a wealth of information in there if you go check it out. So definitely go see. It's got a refreshed look and we're excited to launch that. Okay, and moving on, coming soon, we've expanded our listing access and visibility. So we have a new exciting partnership with Uniris and NJ MLS. So these little map areas, this upstate New York area, and these counties in New Jersey, you'll now be able to search listings in those areas. So very exciting. Really opens the door for a referral opportunity. If you have a client who's looking in these areas, you can check out the listings ahead of time and possibly refer them, make another transaction out of it. Very exciting news. So when this is coming soon, so obviously not added yet. But when it is launched, you'll be able to access in Matrix. So you'll log into Matrix, and at the top where there's search, add, edit, etc., there'll be a new tab for this expanded listing access with a drop down for either Uniris or NJMLS. You'll be able to click that, go into their Matrix portal, and search all of their listing information. So that's very exciting news. Hopefully opens the door to more opportunity for our subscribers, and we're very excited to announce that. Okay. So June is home ownership month. If you did not know, we've been promoting it on our social media. We've been highlighting some of our staff members' quotes regarding this quote, "What does home mean to you?" So go check that out if you haven't yet already, but we'd also love to hear from you. So feel free to shoot your answer to our social media. What does home mean to you? We'd love to hear your stories. You can also send it to support if you don't want to send it on social media. But yeah, go check out we've got some great homeowner quotes on there from our own staff. So go check it out if you haven't yet already. Okay, moving on to our success tip of the month. So improve searchability for your listings and comps with accurate room dimensions and interior square footage. And you're going to do that with Kubicasa. So I actually did hear a few people bring this up at the Elevate conference for LIBOR a few weeks ago. Several people mentioned Kubicasa. I was very excited because this is an awesome tool that all agents should be using. So say you're in a pinch and you need a floor plan right away because you're putting the listing on ASAP. You can do it yourself with your phone and an app, and it's super easy. And it's included with your subscription. So it's free. So you should definitely take advantage. It's saving you money and time because sometimes photographers are not available to do the floor plan. Like you have to wait a week out, or sometimes they're very expensive. This is entirely free. So basically how it works is you download the app on your phone, you walk around the rooms with your phone and your camera, and it actually measures each room and creates a floor plan for you with dimensions and square footage. It gets delivered to you in 24 hours. It covers up to 5,000 square feet of scanned area. And it is available with or without room dimensions. I feel like you would want the dimensions, but if you don't, for whatever reason, you have that option. And then again, no credit card required, completely free and included with your subscription. So definitely go check that out. And again, we do have a class on Kubicasa tomorrow. So check that out as well. And here is a quick video on how it works and how easy it is to use. I don't think the audio is working, but you don't need the audio. It's just music. So he's quickly scanning the property with his phone and his camera, and it's measuring everything. That's how easy it is. Boom, floor plan, ready to go. And then you can download this and you can upload it to your listing. It's like really that easy, 3 steps. You just got to download that app. But if you have any questions about this, you can reach out to support and we will answer them for you. So I'm trying to go to the next slide, but it's not letting me. So hold on one second. Okay. Oh, nope. Okay. Sorry about that. Could not get out of that. It really wants you to download Kubicasa and start using it. It's froze on there because it really wants you to get started on there. So definitely take advantage. These are just the steps to download it and create your floor plan. Again, once you get that floor plan sent to you, you can download it and upload it to your listing. It's that easy. You can actually also import the square footage and dimension information. And again, if you have any questions about this, we have many classes on it. And you can also always reach out to support@OneKeyMLS.com. Wow, that was quick. So this is a recap of everything we went over. Again, very exciting stuff happening in June. Summer has kicked off with a lot of awesome updates. We've got One Homeowner. Go check that out. We've got updates to Realist, a new look. Go check that out. Soon we will have new visibility in Jersey and parts of upstate New York. Awesome. Go download Kubicasa. And definitely keep an eye out for our upcoming events and register, because that is a huge benefit that we offer. And you should definitely take advantage of every class we have if you're available and you have the time. And these slides also, we can send them to you if you email support. But again, they are in your email in our newsletter every month. This video, along with all the previous office meeting in a box videos, are available on our YouTube site. So if you want to rewatch any of these, they are available there as well. Just a reminder, Century Lock billing began on June 1st. I'm sure you're aware of that. And before I end today, I just want to see if I have any questions, because I did see one in here. Can I create mailing labels from Realist? That's a great question. I've actually not heard that question before. I'm not sure. I will definitely get an answer for you though, James, and I will get back to you. That's a great question. I'm not sure. I will definitely get back to you on that. And I will write your name down right now and I will send that back to you. So any more questions? I'll leave it open if there's any more for a few minutes. If you haven't followed us on social media, definitely do. We are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're on it all. And as always, you can learn more at our knowledge base, support.onekeymls.com. If you change that period to an @ support@onekeymls.com, you can email us directly with your questions. I'll wait one more minute. I don't think there's any more questions. All right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining us for our office meeting in a box. We enjoy doing these. We enjoy updating you with all the tools and tips. Stay tuned for next month's webinar and feel free to contact us with any questions you have. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.